All right, guys, how's it going? So yesterday I did say that I had a couple of articles I wanted to go over today with you. Well, yesterday, sorry, but I just never got around to doing it. It ran out of time, so we're going to do it today before the game. If you like this video, guys, make sure you're hitting the like button and subscribing to the channel. Hype the video if you can do as well. I know you can only do it so many times in a week, but if you haven't done it, do it. So this first article we're going to go over is from, is it Simon Hughes over at The Athletic? Yes, it is. And it's basically about the collapse under Arne Slot. Um, he basically compares it to the Raiders of the Lost Ark scene, where Indiana Jones is sick, drained, avoids a flashing light, and simply shoots the swordsman. Oh, flashy fight, sorry. Early in the season, Liverpool were the swordsmen, confident and flashy, untouchable. Now they look exhausted, exposed, and easy to beat. I should have prefaced this actually to start with. I've summarised this article because I can't read it out verbatim because obviously it's behind a paywall. So yeah, if it sounds a bit weird, it's because I'm just reading my notes. So some of the key points to take away from this are: Liverpool have fallen apart dramatically, losing 9 of their last 12 games in all competitions and conceding 10 goals in their last 3 games. Defeats to PSV and Forest at Anfield weren't just losses, they were humiliation. Slot isn't facing a fan revolt yet, but anger is growing towards him and the players. Important context, it says. Slot did just win Liverpool's 20th title in May, only the club's second since 1990. He also won the Eredivisie with Feyenoord. Using the fact he inherited Klopp's players against him is called ridiculous. I've put that in quotes. Klopp couldn't win the league with the exact group last season. Despite being 12th, Liverpool are only 5 points off second in a chaotic Premier League season. FSG, especially Michael Edwards, are not currently preparing to sack him, but they have historically acted quickly when things turn. And then it cites Rodgers in 2015, Dalglish in 2012, Hodgson in 2011, all left under different moods. Across football, the culture has shifted. Title-winning managers at Chelsea and Leicester and more have been fired the season after winning the big one. A major factor that must be part of any evaluation: Slot is the first manager in the history to win the league and then months later lose a player to a tragic death, as in Jota. I don't think that's an excuse, but you take it into consideration. So, yeah. Liverpool's summer recruitment left the squad more talented but thinner in depth and very top heavy. Richard Hughes hired Slot and may have felt a title win bought time for a difficult transitional season, but the scale of the collapse is far worse than expected. Liverpool are in a spiral. Slot isn't being protected by his title win the way older Liverpool managers might have been. FSG are watching. Fans are frustrated and the results are catastrophic. And so that's, it's basically saying that the situation is tense but not yet terminal. So that's the Simon Hughes one. At the same time, we also had an article from Lewis Steele. Now, this one, again, is about the psychology inside Liverpool's dressing room, and it paints a picture of a squad and a manager going from heroes to zeros, as it says, in a matter of weeks. It centres heavily on Slot's mindset and his background and how drastically the mood around the club has flipped. I'm not going to touch on the bits where it's on about his family and where he comes from and stuff like that. But again, regarding the Liverpool collapse, 9-12, 4-1 defeat to PSV, empty seats and boos at full time show the fans are turning fast. A Twitter poll showed that 71% of fans want him out of 7,000 that took the vote. Players are shell-shocked, confused and frustrated. Even senior leaders like Van Dijk, Salah, Robertson, Szoboszlai and Endo are all rattled. Dressing room voices were raised after the 3-0 loss to Forest. Stats show Liverpool are worse in attack and defence this season. Salah's form has collapsed with only 3 non-penalty league goals. Isak's poor start is compared to Soleimani under Ranieri, an expensive striker in the wrong system and confident shot. I think that's a bit harsh, to be fair, because he's only just come in and, it is what it is. I hate it. He's not even fit. Do you know what I mean? He's not even fit. But I do get it. Carragher and Gerrard have publicly questioned Slot. Curtis Jones admitted that players are annoyed with themselves, and Van Dijk continues to front up, pushing the message that they are letting Slot down. And then again, he says the same thing. So they've been briefed here, guys. They're saying the same thing. Slot's situation is severe, but not terminal. Liverpool insist that he is safe for now, as they're still 2 points from top 5 and 3 off the top 4. A strong week would put them above Chelsea, and they remain on track on Europe. However, Mourinho was sacked months after winning the title, and Ranieri was removed 6 months after the Leicester miracle. Slot faces 3 big league games in 6 days against today's West Ham, Sunderland and Leeds, labelled the biggest week of his career. If results do not improve, pressure will escalate dramatically. Other factors are being mentioned here, as in that Johnny Eitinga leaving hasn't helped, though not blamed fully. Van Bronckhorst is respected and staying put for now. The article argues that Liverpool's problems didn't start this season, but kind of the performance dips last year, which it did, in all fairness. Like, after the title became pretty much mathematically ours, we just kind of stopped playing, didn't we? Slot deserves a chance to fix it. He has credit from winning the Premier League, but football is ruthless. You're only as good as your last game. Liverpool's last 12 games have been a disaster. So, there you have it, guys. Like, I don't really know what more to give you on back of these, but I just thought there's a briefing that's come out from somewhere at Liverpool regarding Slot. Yeah, I mean, we've just had the team news now that's come through. I'll touch that in another video that I'm going to do straight after this, because there is some transfer stuff as well that I'm going to cover. So, yeah, anyway, guys, let me know some thoughts on this. Again, maybe a bit of a rubbish video, but, you know, it seems that they are briefing the journalists to get the fan tension down, shall we say. That's kind of how I feel anyway. Anyway, let me know down below what you think. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one.